Alright, so hello and welcome to the stream. We'll continue along with the two heads of emote of Arona and Plana. So last time I have the whole line set up, and flats done up for Arona. Looking at some parts and deciding where I need more pink, namely like right here, but it should be fine because it's mostly side here that is pushed aside by the plate. And the plate itself will require some extra pink to it, but we have a Plana here which we're currently sitting in the lines for. I just pressed the wrong button, what did I just do? That is also the wrong button. Okay, okay, where do we actually end up leaving off here? I don't know if I need to like decrease the height of some of those lines. Which I think I am going to. Let's see, where is you? I'm gonna cut this down a little bit. And then right side inner. Cut that down a little. Okay, so do we want to have this like actually be over the top over here? I think it's a touch which I actually keep. Okay, so on top of actually just this then just have this one P. Let's just stick in this one. Let's just stick in this one. Let's just make sure it all sit in order. Okay. So I want this piece to come out to about what pin am I using right now? 5. I'm gonna bring it out to like about here. Let's bring this out like so. And this needs to curve aggressively upwards towards her head here. Oh, here. Oh boy. That was done a little poorly. The main problem is that do I want this to actually be the inner piece, because that means that this will have to go all the way up. That's probably a little high. Hopefully this doesn't cause a problem. Okay, so then we essentially have the hair coming down next to her head here. We'll just kind of do a line like this, aim towards what would be her ear. Then we're gonna... I still haven't decided whether ear or not here. Ooh. Regardless, in terms of how we actually split the remainder of her hair, can I get away with 1, 2, 3? I'm really seeing if I can get away with just less pieces to make this a bit simpler. Because honestly, the high level of detail on something that's going to be tiny on the screen is kind of obsolete. Okay, we'll go from inner to outer, so... I'm not sure I want to bend it back in, not much, right? I just chop that little bit off, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna try and be a little bit lazy with the overall pieces again, just because of how much I technically don't need the super high levels of detail. I just successfully draw a line along this. There we go. The way I'm drawing this is like way too high up. Can I? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll just add one more flat piece to the outside just to round this part out. Since, this doesn't seem to be a particularly distinctive piece here normally, but we'll just round out like so. Do I need the ear? Coming back down to that question. Okay, so that is it for everything in front of the head. Next, we're going to do a part that's going to be behind the braids. Hello there. That means we're going to put the folder here. And we will call this, what do we call this? I'll just call this left side as well, just folder, that's fine. Okay. Hello there, we're just working along with more lines. Essentially filling in the very, in terms of parts will need for life to the very populated section of her head on the right side of her face. Oh wait, this is right. This is not left side, this is right side. Let's rename that. Left side on the from our perspective, but it is the right side of her head. I'm going to have to change the top piece a little bit to accommodate this because I want her hair to flick out a little bit more, I think. Okay, we'll go 1, 2, 3. Is that going to be a problem as her head turns? That's really the main issue right now. So piece number 1 here and no 1 and then 2 both need to move behind her head, which can be largely hidden with the braid, but number 3 on the outside will probably stay visible. Okay, we'll have this piece be the front and we'll line it out from outer to inner. We'll just go this side outer, side middle, and side inner. Okay, this is not going to match the top part of here that I just transferred over from Arona, but what I think I want is that let me just change the color of the top part of here. That's going to be underneath it. Oh, that's going to be underneath it. Ah, ew. Well, that's going to be a problem. Okay, we're going to move this up so that this is part of the right side. No, this has to be... Oh no, this piece is not going to be affected by the braid. Okay, we'll put this in with the right side. So this is going to be right at the back of this part. And we're just going to flick a piece out. And we'll go something like that. How does that feel? The head's a little flatter with this chibi style. So honestly, it's sticking out more horizontally than vertically. Doesn't look too weird in terms of what I've done, but it feels a little weird looking in comparison to her actual official art. Honestly, I think it's fine. Maybe we'll twist it so that's a little bit this way, maybe. We'll just kind of attach it here. Actually, we'll just change the top here to match it. Top here is not going to be symmetrical, but that's because the weighted side of the hair, in terms of how busy it is going to be on the outside. How far down does this go? Past the cheek? Past the cheek. Okay, so we're gonna go something like... something like I can draw a line that connects up. It's intended to be animated to an extent. Essentially similar to a animated emote or something similar. Just bring this through this way a bit more, just have more line to work with. For reference, I think I put it in here, right? The previous one I did of this kind. It's like an emote like that, as you can see on the right side of the screen. It should be somewhat visible even on the phone if you're on mobile, I believe. Actually, on mobile might be closer to what you'd normally expect for the emote. Can be sus indeed. Well, I mean, the previous one here is of the, can we call it a waifu archetype of the masochist? The one that is very happy for the hero to bully them. I can't see this line. Okay, here we go. Let's go like that, and we will keep... Yeah, that works. Okay, so that is essentially all the pieces for behind the head. We're just going to change the top part of the hair to better match this outward flick that needs to occur for her hair here, which should probably occur from about here. Is this snapping right now? Did I just chop the other side? Make sure. My pin's snapping. Okay, my pin's not snapping good. Alright, we'll just chop that off because we don't need that anymore. And we don't need this. Yeah. Please don't do that. Please just connect very nicely. What happened here? Okay, well then, no, it's getting absolutely destroyed. Okay, great. I can totally redraw this line. Okay, don't worry. On the top of the head to be a little bit thicker in terms of line weight, because it will affect how the top of the head feels. Okay, I haven't done her ribbon, even though her ribbon's going to be 90% out of frame. We want this to be above absolutely everything. So let's put this in. Let's go ribbon. 1, 2, 3. So we'll go. Do I need a back piece? Can I get away with not having a back piece? I think I can get away without having a back piece. Yeah, I think I can get away without having a back piece. Okay, so we'll go center into left, right. Left, right shouldn't matter which order this is in. Okay, so it needs to be less of an oval like what I've drawn here and more of a... Oh, do I need a back piece here? I really shouldn't. As long as I just absolutely stick the lines to the piece here, I should be able to get away with not having a back piece. Because this line should tuck underneath and wrap around to essentially create a back, which normally would have to be a separate layer, but I think in theory we should be able to get away with not doing that just by having this kind of cross out of there, and this will cross out of here. These will be behind the center. Should I just call this bottom top instead? Since they're vertically aligned rather than horizontally aligned. Don't want the line there. I'm gonna have the lines we need. Because we've got the fold here, and we'll have a fold like right here. Jeez. Oh, let me just merge those two layers, and then we'll just make a new layer called ribbon top. Where do we point this out to? We want to... And we've got the fold going here. And maybe like a... Actually, no, it wouldn't be much of a fold. And we also have the circle mark that they have on the ribbons up here. That's going to be out of frame and probably not going to be too relevant. Okay, I think that... Oh wait, I never did a brow. I didn't do a brow on the Arona either, did I? Okay, let's just throw that in. Eye and then brow. Oh, we need a thinner pin for this hue. That wasn't done too well, but honestly, I don't know how visible this is going to be either. Let's just stick that out a little bit line-wise. Actually, where are the control points on this thing? Let me see if I can actually just... Oh, no, yeah, that's not happening. Alright, kind of want to change the angle of this part a little bit. Actually, wait, no, which... Actually, no, that's probably where I want it. Maybe just a little bit less of this at most. Okay, I'll go like... Did I just chop that a little bit off? Okay. Let me just go ahead and stick a brow onto Arona. Arona. That's been pretty good for intents and purposes. What am I looking at here? Brow's not as long, and it's also more. Also, it's the kind of days that the very least you can't really complain too much about. I probably want this to be above the hair, don't I, afterwards? Actually, that works. Then we just want to make a color layer here. I need the... Give me her eye color, actually. We'll go eye color. And you can really see how scrappy I did the coloring at the back. I just fill that in. I think it works for a color. Okay, back to her. Okay, now I'm looking at the brow. It feels a little long. Where is the brow? We'll just bring you back in this. Yeah, sure. Okay, so similar to the other body, how much of this can I actually just pull from Arona? Because they have the same uniform until it gets down to the ribbon, essentially, because of the way it's tied. I mean, technically the ribbon is still the same, it's just tied in a different way. And then Plana's also wearing a jacket. Yeah, honestly, there's not any good reason for me not to do this. Alright, where is... where's Arona? You just squeeze that down, squeeze that down. We just put this into a folder. Sketch. Then we'll go body. We're going to go ahead and take... How much of the color can I take? Alright, so we can take color, body. Do we want to take the you could probably just take all of this apart from the ribbon. And we're just gonna dump it into here. Then we'll need the two jacket flaps and the jacket back piece to... That needs to fold over. I need to be a little bit more careful what it's happening exactly in this center part? Not really, right? It's just like the ribbon is right in there. Okay, let's see, how shall we go about this? Do I want this to be below collar parts then instead? Yeah, let's do it that way. Alright, so we'll put a folder into here for ribbon. And we'll just go ahead and say 1, 2. We'll just do 3 for now. We'll go ribbon. What do you call this? Base, right? Actually, no. Let's just do a single ribbon base. I think that'll be smarter. Ribbon. What do you call this? I. And then we'll go ribbon in right. It's not actually supposed to be symmetrical, but I think we should go symmetrical because it's a little irrelevant to put that much detail into something that's going to be out of frame to begin with. So we'll just kind of do this kind of feel for the ribbon, kind of aiming towards her neck in terms of where these lines are going, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to be underneath something. Then we'll have the ribbon tie itself down right here. We'll put this in below, and then we shall probably have drawn this with a thicker pen, but we'll go 1. Actually, no, we'll go 1, 2. Indeed. That's all good. We're just here to have a relaxing time. Chill out to some lo-fi beats in the back while I get some work done. Just draw the lines up a little bit. Oh, I'm not going to be able to separate this very easily. Well, I can, but it'll just be a bit more annoying. Let's see, what else can we do here? I think that's all we need for that. Okay, how much of the arm am I going to need in terms of the jacket? One, 2. Do I need a third for the arm? I think it'll be better if I have a third for the arm, even if it's 90% of the way out of frame. Okay, so this needs to go above the body, below the ribbon. So we'll go jacket here. We'll go, let's see, jacket, what do we call this, flat, and right, and then jacket, arm right. That's not how you spell right. Okay, we're going to draw these pieces symmetrically because honestly this is already going to be out of the frame and it's not worth my time to try and adjust these in a way that make them stay in frame. Actually, I might even want this to go behind the head. Actually, this is really going to go behind the head, doesn't matter. Okay, so this is going behind the head. We're going to pull this around so that it sits on top of her. Okay, so normally this goes over the shoulders, but with the chibi body, that doesn't give me the amount of flap that I feel like I want from this jacket. Because if I bring it over the shoulders, what's going to happen is it's only going to come down to like... Give me a thicker pin. Comes down like here, and then it'll be like here. Oh, is that enough flap? Is still enough flap? Also, for this line, it should be like this. And then it'll be in like this, and then it will be... and then it should go down like this, down her body. Did it in a pretty scrappy way there. I want to cut this a little bit right at the end here. Anything I should know about? Because we need a back piece that goes behind everything apart from her hair at the back. So put a jacket collar back, and we will just line this out into the backside like so. The collar goes up a little bit. It actually shouldn't be this up, but it doesn't matter. It's not the detail point that you're really going to be looking at anyway, and it's not jarring, so it should be okay. Okay, then we want the arm, which we're just going to draw it down the exact same way. It's going to hide behind the flap probably the whole time, so it shouldn't get in the way of anything in theory. Which line was the arm here? So we'll just go like this, and we'll just go... where is just that there? Go like that, just to give it an extra crease as it's coming down. So that we have a bit of a rougher material with the jacket, as they should be, given that these things should be a little bit more durable. Oh yeah, I forgot the halo around Arona's hair. That's fine, I'll do that during the detail part. Okay, so that should be nearly all the parts. We don't have her back hair right now. The body is currently not intended to be in the total animation, at least for now. It's the relevant parts of the bits that are going to be in canvas and the supporting parts. I just overdraw it because it's just easier to work with when I can see all the proportions visually. Do I increase the size of her ribbon on her head? It's just a me thing for the most part in terms of how I like to work. Where is this piece? We're just going to twist you a bit more. So you're like that instead. So you're coming straight down there. And does this feel off here? No, it doesn't. I mean, technically I could just draw within a canvas of this box size, but one is just you need anything to be able to move beyond the boundaries of well, not really beyond the boundary, but pull in from beyond the boundaries when you're animating. It's just a giant pain in the butt if what you're drawing was smaller than the intended target size. How big did I make Arona's ribbon? Okay, we're gonna increase the size of the ribbon here. We're just gonna go ahead and go whoop, and just go yup. Also, if I end up reducing the immediate size of the animation so that includes more the body is there. But as of right now, it is intended to just be there to make it so that the whole thing's not a floating head. Because in theory, we could also say, you know what, we don't care too much about the ribbon, so we're just going to go ahead and pull up instead of like, what am I moving that's taking up so much of this canvas? What? Okay, let's not worry about that. So like we can pull it up, then now we need more body. We could say like, actually we want this to be a bit smaller, and now we still have enough body. Basically something like that. So it's mostly a fail-safe to make sure that at the very least, if plans change, the paths already exist and it's not a giant old scramble to put them in after the fact, because that can be a little time consuming because you gotta make sure all the parts are drawn and colored and cut in the same fashion as everything else that's already been done, which honestly I'm not always the best at, because I usually for something smaller like an emote I don't bother making a color palette. I just take all the colors from whatever I'm referencing and call it a day. Back here. How detailed do I want this back here to be? And do I actually want to slick it in more than what's happening on the other side? Okay, so we're gonna have the outer piece. Her head is turned a little bit in her portrait art there, so we'll also keep that into account because I'm currently doing her front neutral. We'll go back side. I think we'll go without the mini strands of hair that's like kind of detailing, because her hair is essentially very straight, so I would kind of go without. Oh my god. Drawing straight lines is not exactly easy. You can kind of just skip on drawing some aspects of the hair here. Do I want to pull it in, or do I want to have it always going out? Actually, no, I think we should always have it going out. That means I just want to draw like a massive line going like this, essentially. Don't know if I want to pull this in a little bit. I think I do want to pull this in a little bit. Just looking at it right now. we'll do about here. We'll match her top hair to that on the one side that needs to be. So instead, this side will be coming down like, not snapping, just come down like this. Whoop, whoop, don't move stuff. That should be fine. This is at the back, so it's not going to be in the way most of the time. And then we also need a line like this. This we want this to snap as we bring this down. Okay, what do we want to do for back part of her hair? Realistically, it is just a pale pink. It's just pale pink. It's just all back there. You know what? We'll just have a single pink color that goes down the back and call it a day. Okay, so do I want to have the extra few strands on this side of her head to detail her hair coming down, or should I keep it nice and neat? Because honestly, apart from wanting the extra detail for more detailed portrait shot here, her hair is actually quite neat. Like, it doesn't flow out in a very messy way. It's like nearly completely straight. I think with a chibi version here, don't know if it's going to be particularly relevant for me to just start flicking a couple of pieces out. I mean, honestly, her hair does pull in, doesn't it? Because we've got a loose strand here, but the bit that's actually coming all the way down here is going inwards and then outwards. You know, that's mostly just perspective, because the back of the head, the actual skull portion of the back of your head is just curving in here. Yeah, I think that's kind of irrelevant for what we're doing. Alright. Okay. Cheers to that. There's currently a giant scramble of lines, but it should turn out into something that's workable. I'm hoping, at least. I mean, realistically, I'm sure enough of what I'm doing at this point for emotes that it should be okay. Which is never a great thing to say, because that's like raising a flag for vaginal failure. But it should be okay, realistically speaking. Let's go do that, and then we'll go. Also, I haven't actually done any kind of live 2D art in a little while. So here's the hoping that it's actually going to be okay. Okay, ribbon. That looks like a ribbon indeed. Okay, turn that off, turn this on. What are we dealing with here? What do I do about her hair color? Because she also has a gradient in this shot. Let me just see if I can find a official piece of her that does not have a gradient on it. Plana. Gallery. Is there like a somewhere that has like a, where's the maintenance? It'd be nice if I could find the maintenance thing for Blue Archive, because her hair's like a little bit gray. It's not completely white. And honestly, gray is a little bit easier to work with than white. So let's take the color. I'm really trying to work my eyes here. What is this? A little bit of blue inside the gray. Sure, that'll work. Whoop, that's the wrong one. Okay, so gonna go ahead and I am currently snapping the snap. Wait, did I? Whoops. Out there. Okay, let's turn that snapping off because I definitely don't need that right now. Get that out of there, and then we're gonna go ahead and just a little bit of blue inside the gray. That's a pretty nice looking kind of stately steel. Perhaps. I'm not a big channel, so... And that's honestly perfectly fine. Where is top here? We want to... Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Let's bring this down. Yeah, I'm not actually too sure how YouTube defines a active viewer. Like whether you need the app to be constantly open or constantly active to count as one. So there's a fair chance that there might be a lurker. But I don't know how active you need to be to count as a viewer, or for YouTube to count you as a viewer. Where do I want this to sit? I mean, realistically, when it comes down to it, advertising's kind of on me. I don't really advertise the stream anymore. Yeah, that'd be good. I'm working on some more videos to put out. Even though the most recent one I was working on I scrapped after like 2 months of procrastinating on it. Because the content wasn't particularly relevant anymore because of some stuff changing in the space. But the one I'm drafting now is just some aspects of character design specifically for VTubers, like VTuber models that I like to follow. So it's another very opinionated piece that I'm looking at making. And that one won't randomly have things in the space change. So I should be able to put that one out. I mean, at the very least, my pixie views have been going up quite a bit. In terms of just my art stuff. Let me just look at that. Okay, I need to change the color to something that's less gray because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, this might be a little bit blinding, but we're gonna go for green screen green here at the back. Oh, that is bright. What am I looking at here? No, this is Arona. Close that. I always make the general joking comments whenever people ask me why I don't do more character design. It's like, well, you see, algorithm. No way. It's like I could do character design, but holy shit, I cannot get people to see it. Because the algorithm does not like it, because no one searches for it. Or at least if I'm doing it's not. Okay. If I'm not doing something that's kind of a big IP and doing fan art at the size I'm at, I can't get people to look at it. This is the this bit coming off the side of her head. No, this is still the front. I need the hair color. Give me hair color. Okay, let's just get that under. Okay, so let's see what we're dealing with here. I mean, for all intents and purposes, my sub and follow count on both platforms has been going up a little bit. Well, it's been going up kind of steadily, but those numbers don't really mean anything with the rotations not there. I do play games. I just stopped playing games on stream. As for the quick explanation to that, algorithm. That's a beautiful thing for a content creator. It's a little unfortunate, but also means that nowadays what I do on stream and what I do off stream is separated, so in a way it's not terrible because it's kind of the same idea as not doing what you do at work after you get off work. So when I sit down and play games, I'm not just doing it all the time. What do we want to do with this part? We want this to line up with here. And which piece is this? Hum. Okay. Then the other two pieces are more independent of everything else that's happening around them because these are both behind things. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring this just kind of like up to here maybe. I keep floating the idea of maybe doing a gaming channel. But at the rate that I can put out content, it's not particularly realistic. Right now, at least. But I wanted to do games as content, I'd have to do a separate channel. And even if I did that realistically, it won't be streams, it'll have to be all videos anyway. And trying to get people to watch gaming videos in this day and age is not exactly the easiest thing in the world, so there's also that challenge. Let's just do this piece first. Where do we need this to go from? Let's go. Stick this in underneath. And then flop this in over like this, and we'll just kind of have this piece covering the head here. Okay, and then turn this off. Turn this off, and we'll just not worry about it for a bit. Let's bring this up past headband actually. What we're looking at here. Okay, do that, turn you off, turn you off, put that in, okay. Then we want to, should I extend that line? In theory I don't need to, but do that, cut that. Oh, then turn this off. Alright, paint that in, and it's a little bit off the side, but don't think that's particularly problematic. Okay, and then we have here. Where we're gonna go. I hope I don't have a bad posture right now. I'm standing up. And that's, I guess I could also like bounce that back to you, make sure to be sensible and watch streamer person in a good posture, because holy shit, back pains are a giant pain in the butt. Okay, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go 1, 2, turn that up. 1, 2, turn it down. Okay, let's just go ahead and how do we want to do this part? So we're bringing the hair down, and then we just need to cover everything through here. Not too much. I mean, I have some wrist pains sometimes, but that's from using my mouse a lot for some very repetitive tasks. But I don't think I've actually had a problem with from drawing. Let's just go ahead and turn it all the way down. That's the quickest way to do that. And then we just plop that in. Bit of a weird shape, but that will do. Who the heck is that? Okay, I'm going to require that to be cut down a little. Actually, can I just mask that behind the headband? Nah, that's too much work. Let's just go ahead and go what? Cut it down a little. Ooh, okay, maybe not that much. Cut that down by a little bit. Wait a minute. Is that a... Oh wait, no, do it. A very minimum amount of shading difference when that layer was blue. Okay, so let us just get her face parts, as in her eye, out of there. We'll go like this. Oh yeah, so I've been deciding if I want to have her ear in here. I'll see how it feels once I have everything else in here. Pop that in. Okay, eye. We are going to take, let me just see if I can pull a color that is a dark, let's just take this. So the green at the back is just because it very aggressively contrasts with all the other colors that basically exists on the character, because Plana is literally only white and gray. So if I have any voids in my in any of the colors, so let's say let's turn the face off for a moment. So you'll see here, but right in the lines, I don't know how clearly you can see it, but right between these lines there's a bit of green poking through the gray, which means that the fill bucket didn't get all the way in there, and I have to go through and manually paint that in. Usually a very aggressive contrasting color is the easiest way to see all of it. So if I had more green in the character and green didn't contrast as well with what I was working with, then I would use a different color, maybe like a very bright pink. It's mostly a workflow thing, just to make sure I'm catching everything. Now let's just take the brown from here and plop that in. Okay, you'll see here again, the paint bucket can't get all the way in there when the pixels are that close together. Or at least the way I have it set up. I'm pretty sure there's a setting that probably can, but I'm also worried that the paint bucket might aggressively go over some pixels if I miss the settings too much. So just need to make sure there aren't any voids in the color layer. I mean, notably, it only happens when some of the pixels get really close together, and basically Clip Studio doesn't know what to do with it. But when you're working with the general anime style, where especially the hair tends to be very fine at the ends, it can crop up a lot, where you just end up having voids in the color. What do we do about the gray here? Let us take gray from... Actually, let's just use this gray. Yeah, that works. We'll color in the eye white later. If the green is hurting your eyes, I can change it. It just needs to be a color. Actually, it's hurting my eyes a little bit. I'm gonna change it. It just needs to be some color which stands out against all the colors I'm working with. I'm just gonna make it a lot darker, so it should be a bit gentle on the eyes. I mean, it's still gotta be kind of jarring, but it shouldn't be as rough on the eyes. And I should still be able to see any voids through it, because that's the important part. I need share color, give me share color. Okay, braid. What are we working with here? We have this, and then we have the pink purple color as well. Can we just cut that a little bit? Okay, so that's going to be under things, so we should be able to get away with just having the stretch into nothingness here. We just go like that and just plop that in. Oh, it's leaking. Yeah, because when some of the lines or the pixels aren't fully closed off, then the paint bucket just sends the color out of bounds, and it's a little bit annoying to work with. As demonstrated right there. So it's just a little bit more helpful if I can fill in all the voids manually. Let's just do that. Then we'll go like that. Then we want this piece to be the pink. Is there any easy spot to get the pink from her? I guess we'll just take it from the braid itself. We'll just take pink. That should stretch all the way in, I think. Oh dear. I'm just gonna go ahead and paint a bit more of this in. Actually, no, should this be... I mean, it's technically fine. We have to sit down. Is that part of you? No? Part of you? No? You? The heck is this pixel from? It's not from here? Was it part of... Is this a mark on my screen? Let's just mark on my monitor. Okay. Do that. Give me a happier color. So let's turn you off. Then we need you, but turn you all the way down. You go over there, and you go here. Okay, so realistically speaking, we want to aggressively wrap this in wood, so go ahead and go like this. This is already behind other parts, so it shouldn't matter that I'm pulling it in that early. Oh wait. And okay, I can see a little bit on the end here that doesn't look quite all the way in. And for here, we should be good just to go warp and warp. Oh, this is behind stuff. This doesn't matter, but it's not quite in the way it should be. Let's cut that off. Okay, turn that off. We can turn these on, then we can turn that off, the body. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Let's take this color. We're just gonna go ahead and plant it. And we can turn the snapping back on for here. We'll just go like that. We'll go like that. We'll fill that little bit that didn't quite get in there. Then this is white. So we'll go ahead and go this part's underneath other parts, so we should be able to just go ahead and draw this in and just plop it straight in. Oh, the pin was not thick enough here. The bucket is doing some weird things. You just do something about that. Just kind of line these in a bit more. Or at least the parts where it matters. Okay, I'm really trying to take much of the fact that this part is going to be 90% out of frame and it's not the center point of what you're supposed to be looking at to do this, so... Oh right, I need to cut this apart. Okay. Let me just go cut paste. Yes, cut the entire. Wait, no. Copy paste. Do that, and then for the changes to left. Do that, do that. So right is this piece, so we want to get rid of... Is the snapping right now? Snap. We want to not have this piece, and we don't want to have this piece. That's the right piece, and then for left, we want to just get rid of this and this. Okay, separated. Ugh, I can really see the pin not being thick enough doing things there. Okay, so that sits underneath the ribbon. At least the middle part of the ribbon. How do the lines look right now? I can't really see it against the screen. Let me just change it back to gray. That should be okay. Okay, then... Do I really need that line? It's not the most relevant thing, is it? It really isn't the most relevant thing. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of some lines here. honestly, I don't really need it. Whoop. Can I really not just cut that a little bit? Like, just a tad? Really? Just like that? Oh wait, no, I've got the wrong setting on. Cut that and cut that. Okay, it's no longer symmetrical, that's hilarious. I mean, this is gonna be out of frame. I don't know how relevant it's gonna be, but we'll just draw back in. Yeah, this bit's gonna be out of frame. Okay, give me... Is this a darker color? The outside of her... No, it's the same color as her collar area. So go like that. We'll go ahead and snap that. Put that in. Is this currently snap? Okay. Did it not fill this all the way in? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Then we'll do that. Again, we're going to go ahead and go like this. That's a pencil. Use a pen to do like that, and then we're just going to go ahead and fill this. This does not matter how it looks down here because this is not going to be in frame. Do we have anything weird happening here? Wow, I actually put it all the way in. That's actually kind of surprising. Okay, this is not how to push the look. This should pull in more and then pull back out. Because technically her arm is coming through here. The jacket itself is curling around her arm here in terms of the actual loose bit that's hanging down. And then the arm, the sleeve itself can spread out, but also, it's out of frame, I don't know if I care. So you no problem. In a way, I technically shouldn't have this inside part in the body section. I should only have the bit that's underneath the flap. Actually, I should only have the bit underneath the flap. Let me cut a whole bunch of this off. Let's go like that. We'll just go like that, and we're just going to chop that off. Because it's actually irrelevant to have that up the top. Yeah, that's fine. You don't see that part. Okay. Is this a different color? This is not a different color, this is the same color. I'm just gonna leave the screen gray. We should be able to do the rest of this without changing the color again, realistically speaking, because everything else here is very dark. So we should be able to see the gray poking through. Which is also not guaranteed, because gray does blend into dark gray. So there's a chance we might miss a couple of parts. Okay, give me the slightly different body color. Go ahead and fill in down the bottom here. Let's go ahead and go 1. And the way my wrist works, which is this way, just curve that down, do that. the back of the collar, which is going to be this color. We'll just go ahead and go like this. Then we have the back of the jacket, which is, well, this green color. Actually, where's the front part here? Okay, so realistically speaking, I need another line that goes like here. Just to kind of bring in that fold entirely. But otherwise, it's not that relevant. Give me this. Okay, this is just going to be hidden behind her body, so I am going to be very... Where did I draw that in? Jeez. Let's just casually draw that line over the top here. That's fine. Get that out of there. Actually, I could just put that. Get that out of there, and then we're going to go and... Is this the correct color? I think that's the correct color. I'm going to go ahead and go like whop around the back. And then behind her body. Don't have to be too exact here because it's just going to circle around the back of the body. And once that is in, what we should have is her whole body section. In one piece. Oh. Ah. Well, that's gonna be a problem. I should put the jacket on top of that. Maybe I'll just put the jacket on top of that. Yeah, that's actually fine. It's not missing anything else. And anything that's not very well cut right now is not going to be in frame, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we have the two pieces of back hair, which for the most part is just going to be, give me this. So we have a piece of hair, which is just literally going to be we'll just cut that off. Fine. Just gonna go ahead and shave this off as well. Just so it's not as large of a piece. And then what we need is to grab, not from here, but from here, the pink. And we're just gonna go, let's see, pink back. And we can literally just take the pink and go like that. Doesn't have to be exact at all, and it's just a giant pink slab that goes at the back. And when we put it all together, we have something... Why is that different color? Oh wait, no, it's turned down. Like that. I have to adjust and mask the eye, but that's fine. That can be done later. Alright, what is happening here? Why is there a line through there? What is happening over here? Do I have a line that's not supposed to be there? I totally do. Alright, well, let's just not do it like that. Was it just that line? Where's your face? Face, into face spots, into eye, into color, into white. We're just gonna go ahead and do this, and then do this. Turn her hair down. Turn her lash down. Then we're gonna go ahead and go turn this down. Just gotta love how every time I do a good old whoopsie, you can just very clearly hear the sigh coming through the mic. It's the beautiful moments of listening back to my own audio. Wow, her skin is so pale. I can't even see the eye white. Oh, that's incredible. Oh, the eye white's there. Technically, this should not be part of this. Should be part of the layer here, and then I should be able to just go clip, and it will just sit inside eye white if I needed to. Okay. Okay, that's all of the flats. That's nearly all of the flats that I need. Where's body? Okay, so below everything but above the back pieces, we need a skin piece that we're just gonna very casually go. Because this literally just needs to fill in the gap, so we're just gonna go like that. You can't even see it because I'm drawing it below a bunch of things. Yeah, that'll do. It's super scrappy, but it'll work. It literally just needs to be a piece of skin that basically acts as the chest that is barely visible. Right there. Okay. I'm gonna grab the brow and move it above all of the hair parts, I think. What is that? Okay, so it's definitely part of this. What the heck is that? Oh, okay. The one piece that is on the other side. Sure. Okay. Alright, so now is the beautiful part of the process in Live 3D Art where I'm going to have to go through and essentially just stare at it for a bit to make sure there's no problems before I start coloring it in properly, because if I don't do that and there's a problem later, that becomes a much bigger pain in the butt trying to fix anything, because then I have to work out where the pieces, or they're trying to pull a bunch of pieces off to like color it properly, and it's still a bit of a pain in the butt to turn a lot of layers on and off at the same time. So it's not a good way to. Is there really not a quick button to change visibilities? Where is shortcut settings? Can I search in here? No. I think it's under what layer? It's under layer. Layer setting. Yeah, sure, layer. So let's see. Shortcut layer. File, layer, selection. Let's just show layer. What? Selection, no. And barely any of these actually have a shortcut key set to them. Mask. I'm looking for mask. I'm looking for show. Oh, why is there no search function here? So annoying. Is there really no show layer that I can just set to a shortcut key? Create photo insert layer. No. Okay, Control G. I should remember that. I did that a lot. Mask selection. That's all selection stuff. Show ruler. That's not what I'm looking for. File object. Layer settings. Sets reference set as draft. No. Show layer. Okay. What should we set this to? The problem is also need to find something that's not being used that I can easily reach. All these buttons are used, aren't they? What the hell is Control Q? File quit. Oh, it's for quitting? And W is for closing that window. I think honestly I want to... You know what? Yes, I want to change this actually. Yes, I don't want to have a shortcut key to quit the whole application. That seems like a really bad thing to do. Okay, that means I might actually want to also set different shortcut key to control W as well, because that closes my current canvas. There's something I can set that to. That'll actually be quite useful, I think. If there's something I can set that to really quickly. Actually, what is new vector? New layer, new control shift, new. You know what? Let's just set this to control W. We don't want the file closed. We're just gonna set that to control W. We use vector layers a lot anyway. Alright, so anyways, we're gonna finish up here for today because I'm gonna have to go through and make sure all the parts are fine before actually doing detail coloring, which requires a lot of layers because of purely the fact that everything is separated and everything needs its own set of coloring layers. At the current stage, looking at it, it seems like it should be fine for the most part. Some parts don't know what I'm happy with is the main bit. Might bring these lines inwards a little bit to make it a little bit shorter. I might. I should really check on how to what do you call it? Mask to layer inside Clip Studio, because that might help, because I need to pull her ear forward. Well, I should pull her ear forward, but I don't know how to do that. It's just sitting in the back somewhere back there. You can kind of... oh, not the side. You can kind of see ear like floating in the back there. I think the ear's not even the right spot right now. That's really one thing that is... not in the right spot, so let's pull that down. Oh yeah, move the eye. That's why the ear's not the right spot now. Ear. Just grab this. What? Ear should be like geared in, and it also should invert, delete, and it should just be this part. Okay. Do I want this ear on Plana? Because her ear can poke out from between her hair. Honestly, it's not that difficult to move. Just a single piece later, but it's just on a symmetrical body. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing a couple more checks. As in, I'm going to do them after I turn off the stream and before I go to sleep. Because I'm definitely not going to look at it at all tomorrow. Or at least until I start the stream tomorrow, so I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll do the detail coloring next time. And well, there's two characters, so I probably won't get through the whole of it, depending on what style of coloring no, that's supposed to be like that. Want to do, so either way, right now it's still going to be the emote size. So it's going to be inside this box rather than like what I did before with the with Nadeshiko from Eurocamp, which was a bit of a bigger character. But whether it stays restrained to the Twitch specifications, which I'm actually going to pull that up now because I haven't looked at it in a while, and I probably should. Let's see. Twitch animated emote. Animated emotes, which is 1 megabyte, 60 frames. So we might not follow those exact details, but otherwise because if it's 60 frames, then it is 2 seconds of 30 frames or 1 second of 60 frames. But based on what I want to do, it'll probably be longer. So we'll probably just keep the sizing, and well, the sizing is literally just the box, because these emotes have to be in a box shape. But might go over the 60 frame limit to do a more complete animation that isn't overly sped up. Alright, so anyways, thank you very much for watching today's session of lineup and coloring, or flat colors. We've got a Arona here, and we've got a Plana here. The eyes currently stick out of the eye whites, but that's something I need to not sit into the mask until I've done the coloring for the eyes. So it's just gonna have to bear with the eyes very much sticking out, especially on Plana's side, because her eyes are more narrow. But if you want to see more of this, remember to be subscribed or following, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like because it helps me out. I'll see you all next time.